Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the REC podcast, brought to you by REC Comics and Collectibles. I'm your host, Roman Chavez, and with me, as always,
Erik Roman.
Eric,
what's up, homie?
You can find us on the gram at REC Podcast. You can follow myself at Roman REC Podcast. You can follow the shop at REC Comics, or you can check us out locally at 7679 North Union Boulevard in Colorado Springs. And you can see the short man here wherever short people are found. All right? Whatever end of the rainbow you find, you may find Eric there finishing off your pot. Dude.
Yes, sir.
Eric's on a stool today. Mm-hmm. He's getting old on us, guys.
You know, I'm fallible, like I said. I've got weaknesses.
We only can see this. Okay?
Oh, you're right. Yeah,
he thinks you're 7 foot tall. I think so. We can't let fan of the shop Ken show up and find you sitting down.
No,
right? Yeah, it would break every little thing in his brain. Yeah, the image would be gone. It would be gone. But sadly, our old man here, he's showing it in his joints. We have an anniversary this week.
Yeah,
not for us.
Oh, okay.
Not for us, but the anniversary of Harley Quinn.
Yes!
Dr. Harleen Quinzel of Batman fame.
Yeah, Batman fame.
Her own fame.
Yeah, really her own fame.
Anymore.
Talk about a character who really embodied, grassroots as a character. Mm-hmm. We'll get more into this, but I just thought I'd throw that out there because I love that.
Yes.
The fact that it is a very original character, not from the comic books.
Yeah.
Some people don't know that.
Yeah, some people don't.
Most people do.
She's become more part of the zeitgeist in the last 10 years or so. I mean, there was a time where, you couldn't find a Harley Quinn costume for your life. You'd have to get them made and spend good money. My wife and I cosplayed in the early 2000s.
Right. The early aughts.
As Harley and Joker. Mm-hmm. This was more up here, guys, and it was a long time ago. I got to find that picture.
I remember that particular Halloween. I won't mention what my self and my ex-wife went as. Yeah, you remember?
Yes.
Doctor.
Yeah.
We're gonna leave it at that.
The medical field is full of specialities. All right, and Dr. Quinn, medicine woman, she was, a shrink in in Arkham.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. She falls
makes her debut in the Batman animated series, The Joker's Favor.
Joker's Favor in 1992.
Yeah, September 11th, 1992.
Yeah, it
reminds
was
me of that tragedy.
Well, all right. Yes. Okay. All right. Well, I guess we'll go from there.
Mariah Carey's Glitter came out on September 11th, 2001.
Oh my gosh, that is crazy. Yeah.
Movie. So that is a tragedy.
But amazing poster. Amazing
poster.
Give you that. Mariah in 2001. Top of her crazy.
Yes.
Top of her banging. Mm-hmm. And you know what? Hey, some things can be forgiven. The voice and the looks. The brain will forgive it a bit.
You're right. I forgot about it, though.
Broken brains. Dr. Quinzel.
Yes.
I think she blew up right away. I think when we were kids.
Oh yeah. We were just so infatuated. Who is this character? Because it was a very small part in the Joker's Favor.
Yes.
We had a real quick synopsis of the episode. We have a kind of a everyman Chucky. Yeah. Or Charles or something.
Charles, yeah.
Voiced by Ed Begley Jr. And I guess he is taking issue with Joker's driving. And I guess instead of Joker killing him, he's like, look, I'm not going to kill you, but you're going to owe me a favor at my time.
Yeah, like Joker's tailgating him and honking his horn. And Charles like, just go around.
Yeah.
And he kind of brake checks him and this and that. They both go off the road. And he's like freaked out.
Oh, who wouldn't be?
This was such a cool episode. He was freaked out, and he's like, "Hey, Chucky, I'm gonna, we're fine.
Chucky.
We're fine." He's like, "But sometime I'm gonna need something from you." And
he moves, changes his name.
Tries to get away from the Joker.
Doesn't.
And is living his life, and Joker needs a favor.
And threatens his family. And you remember what the favor was?
I think it's just to hold the door. Yep, that was it.
And then Joker says, "Look, you hold the door for us," because then at that point, Harley Quinn comes in with the cake.
Yeah, that's right, because she's dressed as a dancer.
Yes,
a dancer of some kind.
And they say,
"Hey, police uniform."
Yeah, you come in, we let you go. We'll let you go home. Joker, being the psychotic trickster, has his put the glue on the door, and Chucky's hand is glued to the door, and Joker coldly, hilariously says, "We didn't say we'd send you home alive." So come on,
dude. I mean, it's such a heavy subject matter given that this was for the animated series, and they definitely pulled a lot of punches for kids. But there was that was dark humor in the show.
Time. But the best part of the episode, besides Harley Quinn first appearance, is after everything's said and done, Batman comes, saves the day. Chucky comes at Joker with a bomb and says the only way my family's going to be safe is if he's gone.
Yeah.
Throws the bomb at Joker. Joker recoils in fear. Bomb's a dud. Makes Batman laugh.
Yeah.
And I think that's what killed the Joker a little bit. Yeah. Just inside. He would rather have blown up than see Batman laugh at somebody else.
Yeah. And you can't tell me that Bruce doesn't put 24-hour surveillance on Charles' house.
Oh, yeah, at this point.
Yeah, all right. That was cool, and hats off to you, bro, but you don't even live in Gotham.
Right.
And I can't even protect people in Gotham from getting killed by the Joker, so good luck.
Yep, we'll do what we can.
We'll see what happens. Dude, it would be funny in the comics if they followed up with that, and that the Joker found him years later and was just killed him for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, the guy thought
just because you made Batman laugh and that.
At him. Mm-hmm. Such a great episode. I mean, you probably haven't seen it in 10, 15 years.
It's been a while, yeah.
And, it was such a formative thing because it was really a interesting way to show us how sadistic the Joker is.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's crazy without any blood, without anybody dying.
No gore, just the implication of how crazy he is. Yeah. That's what makes that episode for me.
Yeah.
And the fact that we
makes it still good today.
Yeah, big time. Yeah. I want to see more Chucky at Bagley Jr. But, we... Again, getting a little off track, but getting so infatuated with this, I hate to use the term henchwoman at the time. Who is this? I don't think that she
sidekick.
Sidekick. Did she have? Did they mention her by name? I can't remember.
I don't even remember if they say he might call her Harley.
Yeah,
but she's very she only has a few lines. Yeah. We don't get her origin for a long time.
Minute, yeah.
And really not really until the comics in the early 2000s do we get much more. But she ends up becoming something of a recurring character. Yeah. And then so much so that they add her to the comics.
Yes, which is
In 93, they were doing a Batman the Animated Series kind of somewhat adaptation, somewhat just kind of side stories. Just, kids' comic.
Sure.
And she shows up in issue 12 in 93.
Sought after comic.
Very sought after. But what's more sought after, something you probably don't even know, is that the month prior, in August, she actually shows up in a children's book with an audio tape, and it's a audio and visual story of Batman's I Almost Got Him. You remember that episode?
That is in my top 5.
Yeah. It's a great episode, and they end up adapting it later and putting it in the cartoon. And it's the a bunch of the Batman Rogues Gallery playing cards, and all talking about the time they almost got Batman. They almost killed him, or whatever. Yeah. And she actually appears in the book. A month before the comic. So it is, and it's very hard to find sealed because it comes with a book and the tape. So it is very rare. No, I don't. I just found out about it maybe 5 or 6 years ago.
Oh, okay.
And because when you do find them, kids, this is why you go to your Goodwills and your Arcs. That's what a lot of people tend to find them.
Oh,
but it's rare that they find them with the tape.
Right.
The tape is very rare. So it's even better. It's better to it's fine to have one or the other. Yeah. Better to have them together. A freaking grail if you can have a sealed one.
Could you get that graded?
Yeah, totally.
Okay.
Yeah, totally
that's insane. Okay.
Yeah, it would totally be something that I would get graded.
Yeah.
But a little Harley Quinn for the diehards out there. I didn't even know about it till a few years ago, and I do consider myself a pretty hardcore Harley Quinn fan.
A Quinniac.
But even though they added her to the comics she doesn't get added into continuity, into full-on DC. She's a character in the DC universe till 1999.
Oh, wow. Mm-hmm. Okay, so she was appearing in the Batman anime series comic books, but not in the actual DC
wow. There was no...
99?
Yeah, 1999, and that's the classic Joker Alex Ross with Harley, where they're very Jack Nicholson-esque.
Yes.
And it was a Batman Harley Quinn one shot.
Oh, okay.
So that's also a hot book, more affordable. You can find them as low as $100.
Right.
I've seen them lower, but they go pretty consistently around that $100 mark.
Crazy.
Yeah, and that's her in DC continuity. It's crazy it took that long to get in there.
Yeah, it's strange because I remember even
like
growing up. Yeah, she had such a fan base. Mm-hmm. Everyone loved the Harley character, and going back to the animated series, we got to talk about the voice work of
Arlene Sorkin.
Yes,
yeah, Arlene Sorkin
doing the voice work for Harley on the Batman animated series. I mean, when I read it, I still hear her, just like I hear Kevin Conroy and I hear Mark Hamill when I read the Batman and Joker in the comics.
Yeah,
that's what I hear.
Yeah, Arlene Sorkin is the end all be all for me.
Right.
There is some decent substitute teachers. Tara Strong is fantastic in her own right. Yeah. I haven't watched Kaylee Cuoco's show on HBO Max.
I watched the first season. It is very good. It plays to the strange thing about the show is that it plays more to the psychological part of Harley. Again, going back to the roots of her being
and this one is R-rated. It is meant for adults.
It goes hard.
Yeah.
And, I feel like it's showing life through her perspective. Mm-hmm. Things are kind of violent, overtly violent, but it's kind of funny.
Yeah.
So you're seeing it how she would kind of see it.
Sure.
And again, it just plays into more of the cerebral part of Harley, which, again, you got to remember, she's a very intelligent woman.
Yeah.
She's a therapist. And unfortunately, we get into the backstory, not in this particular show, but, her character falling in love with Joker.
Yeah.
With the Joker. Mm-hmm. And I think it kind of plays on, was he telling her the truth the whole time? Was he just kind of messing with her brain?
Yeah.
On the TV show.
Yeah.
On the animated series.
Yeah, they really, you always felt for Harley. It was just the very classic falling for the bad boy.
Sure.
She tried to do, she was trying to do some good, not really growing up in the best circumstances.
Right.
Quasi-trailer parky, but like a promising gymnast, which is why she's at least athletic enough to
probably
to
went to college on a scholarship.
Yeah.
That's probably how she got into
Yeah, and she's a fantastic character, a great foil, and I think that obviously she's been around for 30 years. She's had several of her own series. Yeah. Preludes and Knock Knock Jokes is a fantastic.
Oh God.
Terry Dodson does the art. And it is, where we get more of the Harley origin, but we get fantastic Harley art. I like a more full-figured version of Harley.
Right.
Even though the skinnier one does make sense.
The ballet dancer.
The ballet dancer does make more sense, but Terry Dodson, Frank Cho, these guys, they draw very
voluptuous.
Yeah, women. Thick Harley.
Yeah. Rubenesque, which is beautiful.
Man, I am drawing a crazy blank on my favorite Harley Quinn episode in the animated series. Can you give me your phone and I will look up mine while you're describing yours?
Okay.
Because I can describe the episode, but I am brain farting on the title. So please.
Well, mine is, I believe the episode it's the one with Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy's first kind of day out. I believe it's called Harley and Ivy's Day Out.
Yeah.
And what I love the most about this episode is it takes it's Harley's first steps taken away from the Joker. And it's such a beautiful episode because it's playing on the kind of the Thelma and Louise aspect of the characters. And you kind of get this amazing odd couple between Harley and Ivy. That's what I love about it, was the back and forth, and two characters you don't think are going to work as far as writing, and they do. It's peanut butter and jelly. And again, I think the best part of the episode is, Ivy is trying to stick up, tell her, like, stand up to him. You don't need him.
Yeah.
And obviously she does go back to him at this point. But it shows that this character can stand on her own and have adventures outside of the Joker.
And it wouldn't shock me if that was like, where they're like, hey, maybe we can do something with this character.
Oh, for sure.
Because regardless, whether she's in the Suicide Squad, whether she's on Themyscira training with the Amazons.
Or the Birds of Prey.
The Gotham City Sirens.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Yeah, you're more of a... But I figured figured you'd be more of a Birds of Prey fan because of Laurel. Because you like the fishnets.
I do indeed. Yeah.
But wherever she's at, she always adds a little bit something. I don't think ongoing series is for her.
Really?
Just like with Deadpool, just like with the Punisher.
Wow, okay.
I like to see contained in continuity, but 6-issue mini arcs or whatever.
Well, to be fair, I don't think the Joker can even hold the series.
I agree.
It's hard.
Yeah.
How many? I mean, it's without a definite character development, which I think Harley does have.
Yeah.
Maybe we just haven't found the right groove yet. I think there's certain series that I do love her in. And I do think she plays well in a team.
She's great in the Injustice books.
Oh God, we'll get to that
Batman,
later. We'll get to that later. That's my favorite Harley moment.
Okay, all right.
We'll get to that later.
All right, we'll get there.
Getting back.
We'll get to my episode. It's called Harley's Holiday.
Oh God,
Harley's Holiday is my favorite Harley Quinn episode, where she gets out, she gets her parole, she's going out, and we're seeing her just kind of like live her life. Like she's gonna try to go the straight and narrow. And Batman's just kind of keeping tabs on her, just making sure that everything's going on.
Yes.
And her day just starts to kind of quicksand.
Yeah.
She buys a dress. They forget to take the security tag off. It trips the alarm. Security guard's like, "Hey, we just got to take the tag." She kind of freaks out.
Right.
Which now, as an adult, is kind of like somewhat PTSD.
Yeah, absolutely.
And she, is kind of freaking out. The cops come. She ends up kind of putting on the costume again, and Batman really does try to help her.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, he kind of sticks up for her. She does get arrested because she does do some... Right. She doesn't do terrible things, but
it's just enough to land her back in Arkham.
Yeah, to violate her parole.
But Batman does say the coolest thing at the end. He does say, like, you had a bad day.
Yeah.
And there's always tomorrow or something like akin to that. Like, you can always try again.
Yeah.
Or it's sort of Batman saying, I know you're not all bad.
Yeah. And he gets her the dress.
That's right.
Such a great moment.
Yes.
And she gives him a kiss.
Yes. Which I don't think there was anything sexual about it.
No.
I think it was legitimately someone had done something
just like
so nice for her.
Yeah, that she doesn't know how to respond without... it was probably one of the first times she's ever been given something without, like you said...
strings attached.
Yeah. So,
I love that. That episode and the Penguin episode, where he gets released and tries to get back into high society, tries to go straight and narrow. But everyone just invites him to these parties because they want to see the freak.
Yeah.
It's kind of parallel to that, but I like Harley's Holiday a little bit more because it plays to the redemption arc.
Yes.
I don't think Oswald is redeemable in the aspects that Harley's redeemable.
No, because she's doing things for love, regardless of how wrong they are.
Sure.
And he's doing things to get wealthy.
Right.
And to fill a hole with things instead of trying to find...
Sense.
Yeah, So I totally...
they're both great. Let me put this real quick. There is not a bad episode of Batman in the Animated Series. Let me just throw that out there first of all.
It's hard for me to...
There's just some that are better than others.
Yeah, like Futurama for me.
Yeah, there you go.
There's not a bad episode of Futurama. There's just ones that are not as good as the other ones.
Right, or in Heat of the Night.
I wish I had a saxophone. Is it a saxophone or is it
it's more like it's guitar, and then you've got the soulful scatting, like skip.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you guys didn't think we were going to talk about In the Heat of the Night, the TV series, did you?
R.I.P. Carol O'Connor.
What? I'm very interested to hear your favorite comic book Harley moment.
There's a lot to pick from. Mine is from the Injustice storyline. And it's when she... actually, there's two moments.
Okay.
They're both having to do with children.
With Penny?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Go for it.
God.
Go for it.
She essentially gives up... you find out that Harley has a daughter, and she essentially gives her up. And I would say, I hesitate to say in the spirit of who she is, but I feel like she sees that she has a great life.
Yeah.
But then also... who got her pregnant? Do we know?
It was definitely the Joker.
Okay.
So she even says she doesn't say, but she says if my pudding found out, he wouldn't have it wouldn't be very good for her.
Right.
So I think it's implied that it's his, but it's raised by her sister and everything.
Right,
yeah. Arguably one of my favorites. Top three.
It's heartbreaking. And then another quick moment from that same series is when she's fighting my girl Black Canary. and pulls her punches because, spoilers, Black Canary's pregnant.
Yeah.
And she's like, okay, kind of lets Black Canary whoop her.
Yeah.
A little bit, you know?
Black Canary would win that
She would
fight,
kill her, though, honestly. But
powers aside.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, Black Canary's top tier, right?
She's like she's at least an Echo level street fight.
There you go.
Probably not quite Elektra.
Right.
But definitely can hold her own. You know, she doesn't lead with the scream.
There you go. Right. Oh yeah. She don't even really need it.
Yeah. She only uses it when she needs to or to incapacitate.
There you go.
Or if she'll open with it if it's a big deal.
Right.
Like old Slade Wilson. You know, she'll open with that. But yeah, she'll fight more times than not.
Yeah. What do you have a favorite moment in comic books?
It's there's really hard for me to narrow it down.
There's the one she teams up with Batman and saves Batman countless times.
You know,
she's part of the Bat family for a while.
You know, she's kind of like kind of how further out than Huntress,
right,
but
there you go.
But you know, she can be called.
Right.
And Bruce does think, you know, obviously he does think that there's a lot of good in
her.
That's
what I love about that character.
And to the point earlier, I guess, why she can have a solo series, because I'm definitely on an island. My age is showing.
Sure.
I you know, it's not a book that's written for me, and that's fine. I like the character. I'm glad that people are enjoying the story, but you know, redeeming her and having her be the anti-hero makes her.
I like that. Yeah. I love that turn, and you know, I will say Harley Quinn, as far as like, I don't feel like she's one of those. You know how there's like that, like there's Spider-Man, then Spider-Woman.
Yeah.
I never see her as the female Joker.
I don't.
Ever.
I don't.
She's her own, it's like one of those, like, I'm trying to think of the word they use. She doesn't, she feels like she didn't even, like, spawn from the Joker.
Yeah, like.
It's just.
They're less connected now.
Big time.
And that's awesome.
That.
Yeah.
Yes.
She really does stand on her own.
Yeah.
And like I said, she's always fun when she's an addition to something.
Sure.
The Arkham games, when she's in there. And don't get me wrong, everybody who's in there is fantastic, but we got that great Nurse Harley outfit, which is one of the only outfit alternatives that I actually like.
Oh, really?
I'm a very classic cat suit.
Harley Quinn.
Harley Quinn cat suit thing. I am more way into that. I don't really care for.
I like her street punk look with the bat and everything. I like
it.
But you like the mallet with the Harley Quinn?
I like the mallet. Yeah. I like the hyenas. That's the stuff that I like.
Gotcha. I think you know, I think who is taking her place? It's Punchline.
Punchline is the new Femme Fatale for Joker.
Yeah,
I think they're really trying to make her irredeemable. Like, she's as crazy. She's doing these things for pleasure.
So they're literally trying to make her
the anti-Harley.
Okay.
Yeah, they're making her
which,
exactly.
I mean, come on.
Which no, I'm fine with that.
You good with it?
Because we have Harley. I would be bored with it if but. Yeah, we need an antithesis. Somebody who really enjoys
being sadistic.
Right. Yeah, like that's what always made Harley interesting, is that she was just obsessed with the Joker.
Sure.
She wasn't so much obsessed with the lifestyle.
Right.
And even in arguably some of my favorite Harley stuff. Again, mostly it's animated series stuff for me, to be honest.
Yeah.
But in the Joker Returns and the Batman Beyond,
oh god,
when you find out that the Joker takes Tim Drake and tortures him and turns him into a Joker.
Yeah.
You know, Harley even says, you know, I told him not to go too hard on him, you know, and she's like, but I'll take care of him. Know, like she's just so blinded and naive
at this point.
Yeah.
Yes.
And yeah, she's just a really interesting onion of a character.
I love that. You know, it's crazy. I thought we were going to get our anti-Harley in Doomsday Clock with Marionette.
Yeah.
Which, if you read the book or read it, she's nothing like Harley. No. Not even flipping close.
No.
But it kind of set it up to like where Mime and Marionette were going to be I guess they're kind of the Joker.
Yeah, they're just
Harley,
a multiverse Joker Harley.
But not really.
Yeah.
Like, I felt like, a lot of people gave up on it. I know, I get it. I get the delays.
Yeah. I gave up on it.
Go back and read it.
I will.
My God, it's so good.
It is good front to back, just not 2 years.
Yeah, it's definitely a get it all at once.
Between issue 1 and 12.
Right. Oh yeah, it was that long.
Because it was coming out every other month, basically.
Oh yeah. Let's touch on the movies real quick before we close this out.
Yeah.
What do you think of Margot Robbie's?
Oh, dude, I love her. She's doing a really good job of emulating what I think of as a kid, and then kind of what's going on
the spin,
currently.
yes.
Yeah, putting a spin on it. I didn't think I was going to like it as much as I did.
Sure.
And for me, in the Suicide Squad, that's my favorite
pretty
Harley.
amazing.
That's my favorite Harley appearance in anything right now.
Oh, Eva, or just live action?
Oh, live action. Sorry.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, of her, because she's got, what, 4?
Yeah.
4 or 5 appearances?
She got Birds of Prey, or no, I guess that's Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
So then the 2 Suicide Squads.
Yeah.
So
okay. So is that it? Just 3?
I think it's 3.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah. So I'm totally with you. I actually didn't mind Birds of Prey. I thought it was okay.
I didn't.
There are pieces of it I liked. I just think that I think they panicked. Warner Brothers panicked a little bit. Like, okay, we got to get a Harley movie out right now, and
we got to strike while the iron's hot.
Yeah.
all-girl team.
Exactly.
Blah, blah, blah.
Even though it was all
and of course
Harley.
we did it wrong.
Yes,
Yeah.
and again, none of the actors were the problem.
Yeah.
Everyone hit a home run in there. As they did the best they could with the work, but it's kind of a bummer because I wanted more Huntress.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
But I hope they keep her. I think Margot's doing a great job.
Yeah.
I don't know what the future is going to hold. I don't know we don't even know what's going on with DC. DCEU at this
If
point.
Henry Cavill does come back, we'll get some more clarification because I think more people will. I think she would stick around.
Oh yeah, of course.
But who knows, man?
Yeah.
Who knows?
And then of course, going into the future, we've got, the Harley series, I think just got renewed again, so which is great.
Yeah.
I need to finish it. I need to get back and watch it. Yeah. And then we're going further into the future with Foil
Ado.
Yeah, the much hyped, talked about sequel to Todd Phillips' The Joker.
Yeah.
Which I'm pretty sure they have cast Lady Gaga, which I think is perfect casting for this particular universe. I think it's going to work. I'm excited for this, to be honest with you. I think this is going to kill.
I'll try.
I think it's going to be great.
And then we do have some cool 30th anniversary covers. We got a Stanley Lau, a beautiful kind of play on the Batman 12, and again Terry Dodson.
Oh my God! Look at all these amazing.
This one
covers.
Eric will like. This is some Liber Mio. Eric loves Liber Mio's
Oh my God!
kind of wild interpretation.
That's what's up.
This one was my personal favorite. This was the Adam Hughes variant. Bunch of different versions of Harley coming out of the OG head. I think this is Inhyuk Lee. I'm not sure if I'm saying the name right. Or is this Ivan Tao?
That's pretty sick.
Ah, crap. I apologize. But a beautiful cover. Frank Cho and his thick Harley.
Oh, there you go.
Yep. And it's got hyenas. Got Bud and Lou.
Yeah.
Amanda Connor, who has, really made her bread.
Yes.
As one of the de facto Quinn writers and artists. This is, I think, Ivan Rice. I believe. I might be wrong about that one. I'm sorry. And then Bruce Timm in the classic. There was a J. Scott Campbell. I'm sold out of that one, but that's a hot cover too. Check that out.
Yeah.
Kids, that's our episode.
I think that might be it.
Yeah, we just wanted to touch on Harley. She's one of our favorites.
Oh yeah.
One of everybody's favorites, really.
Spans generations.
Yeah, 30 years, dude.
A long time.
30 years.
To hold, and again, I think you hit it on the head. She's more like a pop culture icon at this point. Yeah. And I hesitate to even say feminist icon. It's not. I think it's just all around. Everyone loves the character.
Yeah.
Regardless of gender. Even though
she has zero haters.
Yeah.
Zero haters for Harley.
Yeah.
Kids, that's our show.
Yes.
If you like what we're doing, please hit that subscribe button. Click the bell so you know when new episodes come out. Leave us a comment below. What's your favorite Harley moment? Did you pick up any of these covers? Which was your favorite? Eric, do you have any final thoughts for us today?
You know what? I think this might be one of my top 5 characters. I have to go back and read some more stuff, but she's in the running.
Yeah, definitely in design, top 5, hands down.
That's why.
Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. I've been your host, Roman Chavez.
I'm Sir Eric Icarus.
And we will catch you on the next podcast.